You mentioned earlier that you use that stuff for like your butters and shit. So is this what, if I'm a new grower, like when I'm doing all this pruning, can I start using this stuff to make, other things, or is it still too early in the process of the
Oh
plant?
no.
Yeah, way too early.
That's the stuff I use for butter is little stuff that I've missed on the pruning.
Okay.
Right. Accidentally.
That didn't develop right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get everything. Some things don't even grow back after the third week. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to stretch for 3 weeks, but sometimes they stretch for 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's strain specific. You know what I'm saying? If you got a sativa dominant plants, they have a longer bloom cycle. With that said, they 3 week vegetative point after you flip, that shit might go 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You might think in there, I done had plants, man, that was sativa dominant. It go 21 days. Whew. She done stopped stretching. Thank goodness. Goddamn, this bitch done started stretching again. Motherfucker.
Right. Man. I had 2 did that on my last grow.
She ain't stopped. Yeah. So, it really it's all dependent upon the strain. Again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but man, read that description, goddamn it.
Right. It definitely give you something, let you know.
Let you know, man, because we want this first grow to be a positive experience. All right.
Right.
We don't want you,
to get deterred.
Trouble. That's why we suggest things like complete crop, man. Mycorrhiza plus, and these are things that gonna make this thing go smooth, gonna give you confidence. Now, I hate to throw your business out there, little bro, but little bro first grow, he knocked it out the park. Oh, he knocked it out the park. One grow, he said, "Oh shit, I'm a professional grower. Watch this right here. Problem.
Yeah, shit. I say experience shit.
Get you another fucking couple grows under your belt, and then start working. He realized that very quickly. Very quickly.
Yeah.
When we've been experimenting with different nutrients and different, synthetic, organic mixtures, trying to, come up with a new formula. Both of us, we done ran into problems and said, okay, we're gonna have to default back to complete crop. We're gonna have to get our ass a goddamn good dose of 600 ppm of complete crop and let it work that shit out.
That shit'll fix anything.
Hope I ain't fuck it up too bad.
Right. Well, crop can't fix it. You like, damn,
time to start over, goddamn.
Crop can't fix it. So yeah, we want you to enjoy this first grow. And yes. You know what I'm saying? I got my first grow, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then transition over to,
then slowly branch out to start doing your own thing and freaking. He did that his second grow, ran into problem, knew what problems he was having, was like, okay, all right, let me reset here. And then grows later, he mainlining ladies, you know what I'm saying? He completely chopping motherfuckers down to 2 branches and shit with confidence. Because he done cut on them enough to know how they gonna react, know how much time he got for healing.
Mike, I'm worse than trees. Like, I cut leaves. Like, I leave them looking like, ooh. Sometimes I send trees a picture. I be like, man, check out my ladies. He be like, damn,
he did that one bad.
He's like, damn, you did it bad. I'd be like,
I don't even pull that picture up on my phone when I got my tent open because I don't want my ladies seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Give my ladies nightmares and shit when they see shit like that. Like,
man,
I do monster.
I've learned that if you don't control, I do it all for control. I've learned that if you don't control that space, that those leaves and all that stuff is going to react. You know what I'm saying? Like the little leaves gonna turn into big leaves. Spots that had light won't have light later. You know what I'm saying? Once that leaf get big and and for me, I like to, just like trees said, I like to cut during that second week. And I really get in there good. Like I really get in there good because I know they got a whole other week of bounce back, you know. Like they gonna bounce right. I know they gonna bounce right back so far that I know I'm gonna have to get in there again. You know, I know I ain't get all everything because I know I want some more stuff to come up some more. And I'm like, all right, let me get my final cut. But I do that a really good heavy cut, you know.
Man, again, yeah, man.
That second week, you know, I get in there.
Like he get in there, and he get in there just if you got he get in there because he recently he's been having a lot of leafy plants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you got a plant that don't need it, you don't need to get in there.
Right,
if you can see through your plant, you good. But if you looking through it and all you seeing is leaves and you can't see through to the other side, you got to clear that up, man. Because without air, you know, light, water, air, just keep repeating that in your head. Light, water, air, light, water, air.
Water, air.
That got to be right. Environment got to be right. So if ain't no air getting through there, man, that's where that small fan come in at. To get that air through there, to push that air so you can have circulation through there. Now, these are all things that going to basically just make your grow will improve your chances of having a successful grow like you want. Now, if you don't do none of this and you just do bare minimum of anything we said, this plant is going to grow. She going to go in her bloom cycle. If you flip her to 12 hours on, 12 hours off, if you do all this, she going to produce bud and all that. She will do that. Now, is it going to be how you expect it? Is it going to be rapper weed? No, it is not, sir. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. You ain't got to prune. You can let it go. A lot of people don't even believe in pruning and just let it grow like she grow.
Right.
Just put it on there, put it under the lights, water. You know, you don't have to grow. You don't have to prune at all. She gonna finish.
There's tons of shit you can buy, and like little hoops and shit you can.
Right.
It's it's kind of difficult, but it's tons of shit you don't have to cut, but it basically you can move them or tuck them, you know, and all that shit. Yeah.
And if I would suggest, if you have enough room, I would buy a 3-pack of seeds and I would put 2 down. One of them I would just let grow, and one of them I do all this ill shit me and Breez talking about now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see how it's gonna turn out.
Yes,
you're gonna know what you're gonna get at the end. You're gonna go, oh damn, the one I ain't do nothing to she ain't give me shit. She gave me 3 ounces. But the one I did all this other shit gave me 6. It's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good tool for you can compare. You know, put both of them down, prune one of them heavy, prune one of them light. Prune one, don't prune one. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you a perspective of both of them and how it's going to turn out.
Either way, you can't lose.
Man, you ain't losing.
Once it come to harvest, you can't lose.
And just like Tree said, like some plants grow really leafy. Like some plants, like you have to really prune, like because they're really leafy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tons and tons of little bitty tiny leaves that just everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You have to really, really prune and cut. And if you just like, man, I'm kind of hesitant, man, little leaves turn into big leaves. So get those leaves. Like I'm talking about, sometimes you got to get under it, you got to get over it, left, right, you know. So I also think about that so far as your space. You don't want to get to this point and that back corner you can't get to, you know, or it's a little spot in your tent where it's tight, you know, you can't really get up in there. So this is definitely the time, you know, if you ain't got the arm space, or you know it's going to be kind of tight or kind of hesitant for you to get in that space. Definitely get your pruning on now, because once that plant get bigger and you can't get over there, you know, it's going to be bad for you. So definitely take that into account.
Yeah, man. So you just that's why it's a good idea to have too, man, because you want to see how it's going to react. My first plant, I really didn't do anything to. I didn't top her or nothing. I just put the seed down. It was a female, and I just let her grow to see how it was going to grow. And it grew exactly like I said. It grew like a Christmas tree. She didn't grow real tall, though. She was indica dominant. So I had one fat-ass bud in the middle and then a lot of buds around it. And then I harvested at the wrong time, and she smoked like complete shit. But I didn't care. I grew a goddamn bud plant. I was happy.
Right.
I was ecstatic. And I did the same thing, the very same mistake that my little brother made, I made right before him. And that's why I laughed when he did it, because I did the same shit. I grew one plant. I said, oh my God, I'm a master grower. I went straight to deep water culture, the hardest fucking way to grow. I'm growing plants in just water. That's how advanced I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know shit.
That shit tough.
Drowned ass.
But that was the universe basically saying, look, I know this is your path. This is what you're supposed to do. So this whole time you think you failing? All it was learning lessons. I didn't fail one fucking time.
Right.
But at the whole time, in almost 2 years, in 2 years, I did not grow any smokable bud. I grew bud, but it smoked like shit. I remember that. It was thin and wimpy, undeveloped. I was harvesting at the wrong time. I was mixing wrong, but all I was doing was learning. That's every time I fucked up something.
I remember that.
Never a failure. It was always a learn, always learning, always learning. And then when I moved to cocoa, I was like, shit, I know I done fucked up so much. I know exactly what not to do. I got tons of shit to show me what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I learned how to mix. All that failure taught me how to mix. And when I got to cocoa, I have not had one failed grow since I switched over. I went from 2 years of straight learning experiences. I'm not even going to call them failures. I'm calling them learning experiences to nothing but growing straight up bud like I wanted.
Yeah.
So I always used to look at the High Times magazines and this here and that there and look like, man, I want to grow that type bud. And I was chasing that mission for 2 years, getting frustrated as fuck because it wasn't happening. And then boom, just like that, it happened and I ain't looked back. So it's beneficial. That first grow, man, and this is the whole reason that we wanted to do this, because we wanted that first grow to be a positive experience to make you want to go to that second grow. That first grow was such a positive experience for me and for little bruh that we hit that second grow like, all right, I finna do some shit now.
Right. You know like, I've been doing some shit.
Oh, you done let me in the game.
I was watching some Mastercraft shit. Like, okay, I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Like, I was like, yes. What's the name of that shit? Google it, order it. Amazon got it.
Man, I bought so much shit I didn't need. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
I got a whole storage room.
Whole storage room and shit. But here's the funny shit though. I bought a whole bunch of shit that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and bought it just because I saw it on YouTube or saw somebody in a chat room talking about it, and then end up fucking up and putting it in the storage in my storage cabinet, leaving it. Fast forward that shit 2 years later, I'm growing in cocoa and I'm figuring out shit and I'm like, oh shit, I got some of that.
Right, we got that shit. That shit we said that bullshit. Now
I know what the fuck it is. What it's for. Now, goddamn, I got a whole pot of that shit.
And you know what? Now that we start talking about this, I'm starting to see that shit everywhere.
Oh yeah,
I'm starting to see it everywhere. Before I ain't never even heard of it.
I bought an RO water filter about 2 years ago. And now I figuring out how to use it. I'd be like, what's going on? Because, like, I was using tap water. And I had a whole other method with tap water. So when I switched over to RO water, it was, like, whoa, so the swaying off the path is easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can totally, like I said, you can totally get to a chat room or watch another, watch some on something else and be like, oh, man, if you think it was nice with this, if you use this, it's gonna get you to the next level.
Yeah,
it's totally. It's so easy to sway you. You would think just the little things like changing your water. I thought like, hey, I'm using better water. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna have better results. You know what I'm saying? I just thinking like, oh shit, I'm using a better water. Like I'm using why wouldn't my shit get better? But it was definitely more into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
again, man, the echo, little bro. That's a big reason why we doing this, man. That cut down on the bullshit information, man.
Yes,
we done had to search and piece together and had to have so many learning experience to get to where we at now. It's like, look, man, this man, fuck all the egos and shit, man. You would not believe the egos involved with these cannabis growers, man. It's my way, the highway. I've been gone for 20 years, and this is how we used to do it. And in the
have straight arguments. I can't believe you doing this. Like, I don't know why you using that. It's no reason why you using microbes. It's like, man, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I just seen it in my grow. Like, I'm seeing it now. Like, how you telling me the shit don't work?
We all got the same end result. We all want the same end result, man. And what I say, man, why is that hate? I can see if we in a cannabis market and I'm growing and selling at the market and you growing and selling at the market, and hell, I ain't gonna give you no information or I tell you your shit bullshit, but we just trying to get high.
Right.
The fuck? We just trying to get high.
Do it for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Just show me how to grow this shit, bro, so I can smoke some bud, man. Why is you arguing with this man about this? Just say, all right, I hear you. That works for you. But look, my environment, my water, my shit is different. And this what I do. And this what works for me, man. I'm not saying that your way is crap. I'm not saying that your way don't do it. But shit, man, I'm just saying there's more than one fucking way, man.
There's room for everybody in this community.
It's room for everybody, man. As long as you got light, air, water. Whether you using synthetic nutrients or organic nutrients, guess what? That plant uptakes nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. If it's synthetic, it's ready to go. If it's organic, it got to be turned into ready to go. It's the same shit. All right. So, man, let's just grow some weed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's just grow some weed.
Let's just grow some weed, man.
That's all.
Right now, you should be ready to flip your plant into bloom. Or if you got an auto, she gonna be going into bloom. If you got complete crop, you gonna keep it on the same thing. That's why it's the easy button. You ain't got to change shit up. If you got Humboldt like I'm using, it got an A and B. Use the same thing. You ain't got to change shit up. If you're using Canna A and B like Breez got, you ain't got to change shit up. It got an A and B. But if you got advanced nutrients or general hydroponics or psychonutrients, there's an A and B for veg, and then there's an A and B for bloom. So when you flip, you're going to have to change that shit up to the bloom. All right? And that's why we don't suggest that shit, because one, you got to change your shit up. You got to use 2 whole new bottles. That's more shit you got to buy and more shit you got to worry about. So just get the complete crop, man. You can keep it simple throughout. And then after you done grew some weed, you done grew a plant, you want to venture out and try some other shit? You want to get that general hydroponics? You know what I'm saying? You want to get that general hydroponics bullshit? You can get that shit.
Right. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, in the flip, you got a solid liking of your, of your nutrients, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you're not, kind of switching back and forth between different brands,
right, Right. You should have your mind made up, and you shouldn't be switching at this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be. You should be riding it out with the same, whatever you started with. The only reason you should flip it right now is if you can't get the shit no more. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason you should flip to a new nutrient company. But if you start with complete crop, try to keep that shit throughout. Right. Whatever you start with, man, and don't mix a lot of shit neither, man. If you got complete crop and you done seen dude on YouTube talking about this bloom booster and this, hey man, that's man, don't do that shit, man. Because the most shit you
that shit can be so familiar, man. Whoa.
Man, let's think about it like this, man. Remember we said you should be at like 800 parts per million right now. Mm-hmm. All right. So if you putting a lot of shit in there, you ain't putting enough of your base in there. Your base should be your biggest part. that should make up the biggest part of your nutrients, because all the other additives and supplements are exactly what they are. Additives, supplements, they're not required. Just those, your base nutrients going to have everything you need to start from start to finish. So the most shit you put in there, so we at 800, right? And you put your base nutrients in, you usually been putting it in and getting it up to 700 and using the last 100 for like, your micro plus or whatever. But say you want to add in this supplement and that supplement. Shit, now you're going to put 400 or 500 of your base nutrients in, because you got to take into account of the other shit you put in there. That's not needed.